First of all, thanks for being part of this video. In this video, we are going to see the most expected quant paper in IBPS or RRB PO or Clerk. So, in this video, we are going to see the content of simplification questions, quadratic equation questions, missing number series questions, arithmetic questions, and data interpretation. Let's get started with the simplification questions. Question number 1. 91 into 2 divided by 13. 13 7 times will be 91. 7 2 times which will be 14. And 14 equals to, it says that 36 plus 9 square, 81 plus 12 square, 144. So totally we have 11, 12 plus 4, 16, 261 divided by x. This will be equals to 14 plus 109 whole power 1 by 2. So whole power 1 by 2 comes other side with the 14 square. 14 square will be 196. And here 109 comes other side with minus. So what we have is 87. 87 equals to 261 divided by x. So x value will be 7 becomes 1 means 7 3 times. So option C is our answer. Second question, 288 divided by 28 into 196 divided by 12. 12 2 times will be 24 and 48 means 4 times. Here 28 8 becomes 6 means it must be multiplication of 7. 7 8 times 56, 7 2 times 14 and 19. So it will be 7 times. So what we have is 24 into 7. 7 4 times 28 and 7 2 times 14 and 2 16. So answer will be 168. Option B is the answer. Third question, 15 square 225 minus x square root over 256 means 16. So what we have is 241 and here we have 72 comes this side with minus. So what we have is this is 9 and here we have 6, 169. 169 equals to x square. So x value will be 13. Option D is our answer. Question number 4. 78564 divided by 12 into 100. So 12 6 times will be 72 and 65 5 times will be 60, 56, 4 times 48, 84 7 times and 00 means 65.47. So 65.47 we have this part. Next 4895 and divided by 100 and here we have 5.5 means we have only 1 10 in the denominator and it is 5 into 5 55. 5 11 times or else 11 5 times, 11 4 times and 5 times, 5 8 times which will be 40 and 9 times which will be 45. Due to denominator 10 we have 8.9. Sum of these two we get 7 3 and 9 plus 5 14 7 4 3 4 is our answer. Option C is the answer. Question number 5. Root over 361 means 19. 441 means 21 minus this will be 14. Root over 48 into 3 times. We can write this 48 as 16 into 3 times. 16 into 3 into 3 9 times under root. So 4 and 3. So total we have 12. So plus 12 and here root over 18 into 4 divided by 2. 8 into 2 times 36. So it will be plus, minus 6. So we need to subtract 20. So subtracting 20 we left with 1 here. So 20 plus 12. 20 plus 12 32 is our answer. Option C is the answer for this one. Question number 6. Here we see question mark square equals to 24 into 18 1 times 18 and 45 means 2 times will be 36, 90 means 5 times. So 24 into 125 times. So what we have is 2400 plus 24 into 25 times, which will be 200. 625 is 25 times. So it will be 600. So totally we have 3000 here. So 24 into 125 times will be 300. 3000. So 3000 plus 30 percentage of 750. So 00 cancel, 75 3 times, so 225. So 225 minus 625 minus 100, 725. So minus 725. We need to find this value. 5 and 5 0, 2 and 2 0, and 32 minus 7, which will be 25. So answer will be 2500. The question is x square. So x value will be 50. So option C is our answer. Question number 7. Here 240 into x divided by 115 whole equals to 216. 12 18 times will be 216. 12 20 times, 2 10 times, and 2 9 times. So x value will be 115 into 9 times, which will be 9 5 times, 45, 11 9 times, 99 plus 4 103 whole divided by 10. So answer will be 10 103.5. Option D is the answer. Question number 8. 12 square into 15. 12 square 144 into 15 divided by 3 cube, which will be 27. 9 3 times, 9 16 times, 3 5 times, 16 into 5 times, which will be 80. 80 equals to x plus 9 7 times 63. 63 comes this side with minus. So answer will be 80 minus 63, which will be 17. Option A is our answer. Question number 9. 4 by 9 into 423. 4 into 9 4 times 36 and 7 times. So 4 times 28 and 16 18 188, and 5 divided by 17 of 306. 17 8 times 18 times. So 5 into 18, which will be 90. So sum of these two, we get 278 equals to root over x plus 256. 256 comes this side with minus, so we get 22 equals to root over x. So x value will be 22 square, which will be 484. Option D is the answer. Question number 10. 2800 divided by 35 into 2 times. This will be 7 5 times 7 400 times 5 80 times 8 2 times 160 169 169 equals to x square. So answer will be 13. So option C is the answer. Now we reach to quadratic equations. Simplifications are completed. First question of a quadratic equation. X square equals to 259 plus 830. We have 9. This will be 8 and 1089. 1089 means plus 33 or minus 33 is the roots of x square. X. Okay, next. Here y equals to 154 minus 121. 3 and this is 33. So y value is plus 33. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that 33 and 33 are equal, and minus 33 is lesser than y. So we got x lesser than y. Option B is our answer. X lesser than or equals to y. Next question, what we see is x square equals to 49. So x value will be plus 7 and minus 7. In second equation, 98. 98 means 14 7 times will be 98, and sum of these two we get 21. Minus and plus means both the roots are in positive. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that x is lesser than or equals to y. So option B is our answer. Next question. Here we see 2 into 15, which will be 30. 6 5 times will be 30. Difference between these two is 1. Plus and minus means minus and plus are the root signs. Bases are not equal, so we need to multiply this with 7. 7 5 times 30 and 7 6 times 42 minus 42. Okay, here 7 into 4 times 28. 28 means roots are 7 and 4. Sum of these two we get 11, and minus and plus means both the roots are in positive. Bases are not equal, so we need to multiply this with the coefficient of 2, coefficient of x, which is 2. So plus 8 and plus 14. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that this number comes in between these two numbers. So the answer will be option E, because we see x greater than y and x lesser than y relation here. So there is no relation can be established for this question. Next question. Here we see 115. So 115 means how can we write this as 23 5 times? Okay. Subtracting these two we get 18. Minus and minus means plus and minus are the root signs. Here 40. 40 means 8 5 times will be 40. Sum of these two we get 13. Plus and plus means both the roots are negative. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that x is greater than or equals to y is the answer. So option C is the answer for this one. Next question. Here we see 42 means 7 6 times. Minus and plus means both the roots are in positive. Next one 48. 8 6 times will be 48. Sum of these two we get 14. Minus and plus means both the roots are in positive. Now by comparing these two, it is clear that 7 comes in between these two numbers. So answer will be cannot be established, because x greater than y and x lesser than y is the relation we see here. So our answer will be option E, relation cannot be established. Next question. We reach to missing number series. Here these numbers are familiar to me. 2197. 2197 is 13 cube, and minus 3 we get 2194, and I remember this as 11 cube, which is 1331, but it is minus 5 we get 1326. This one must be 9 cube, which will be 729. 729 minus 7 we get 722. So minus 3 minus 5 minus 7. Here cube values of odd numbers. So the next cube must be 7 cube. 7 cube value which will be 343, and here 357. So the next number must be either minus 9 or minus 11. If we subtract minus 9 from 343, we get the value of 334. But in options there is no 334, so it must be minus 11. So answer will be 332. Option C is our answer. Here we are taking 11 because these are prime numbers. Minus 3, minus 5, minus 7 and minus 11 is the next prime number after 7. So answer will be option C, 332. Next question. Here we see the difference of 19. The next difference we see is 5 and 25. Here we see a difference of 31. So we will go with the double difference, which is 6 here. Here also 6. So the next difference of 6 we get 37. So 187 plus 37 we get 224. Option A is our answer. Next question. Here 7 becomes 4 and then increasing. So it must be first, it must be into half times. Into half times will be 3.5. 3.5 means we are adding one more half. We reach to 4. Next sequence is 4 1 times, which will be 4 plus 2. Next one 6 2 times will be 12 and plus 8. So half becomes 1, 1 becomes 2, means double every times double. Half becomes 2 times, means into 4 times. 2 becomes 8, means into 4 times. So the next pattern must be into 4 times plus 8 4 times, which will be 32. So 24 times, which will be 80. 80 plus 32, which will be 112. So answer will be 112. Let's check the next one also. 112. The next pattern must be double of 4, which will be 8. So 8 2 times 16, 11 8 times 88 and 89, and 32 becomes into 4 times. 32 4 times will be 4 2 times 8, and 4 3 times 12. Sum of these two we get 1024. So our answer 112 is the right answer. Option C is our right answer. Next question. Here we see 4 becomes 10. So it must be into 2 times, which will be 8. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 3 times, 30 plus 2. 32 4 times, which will be 128. 128 plus 2 into 5 times. 130 into 5 times, which will be 650. 650 plus 2, 652. Option C is our answer. Next one, we check that unit digit 6 into 2, which will be unit digit 2. 2 plus 2, which will be 4 unit digit. So it is our answer. Next question. Here we are going to see differences. Difference is 19. Here the difference is 38. Here the difference is 57. Next one. Here we see a difference of 76. So these are 19 factors. So the next difference must be 19 5 times, which will be 95. So 310 minus 95, which will be 30 minus 9, 215. So answer will be 215. Option A is the answer. So by this we have completed the questions of missing number series also. Now we are going to deal with the arithmetic questions. First question, if all the letters in the word roster is permutated in all possible ways, find the number of permutations where vowels always come together. So how many vowels in a roster word? O and E. So there is 2 factorial ways. Into how many remaining letters we see is R, S, T and R. So how many places we can place these 2 vowels together is these places 1 2 3 4 and 5. So 5 factorial ways, and we see R twice. So it is divided by 2 factorial. 2 factorial and 2 factorial cancels. 5 factorial value, which is 120. Option C is our answer. Next, we are moving with the second question. The average age of Rohan and Simran is 22. So sum of both R and S will be 44. If 19 years hence from now, the ratio of the Rohan and Simran's age will be 18:23 respectively. Okay. Then find the difference between their ages 13 years ago from now. We don't need to find the ages of 13 years back of individual of R and S. Why? Because the difference between their ages every time will be same. So we need to directly find the value of R minus S. R minus S or S minus R. So here we have a ratio of 18:23 when it is after 19 years from now. So plus 19 to this one and plus 19 to this one, total 38 is added to this one. We get 82 is after 19 years, saying that their ages is in the ratio of 18:23. Sum of these 18 and 23, we have 41. So 41 parts value is this one, and we need the difference between these two. So difference between these two means 18 and 23. Difference is which will be 5 parts. So 5 parts value we need to find. 41 2 times will be 82. So 5 parts value will be 5 into 2, which will be 10. So answer will be 10 years. Option A is our answer. Okay. Next, third question. Here we see in a mixture the ratio of milk and water in the ratio of 7:2. If 63 liters of mixture is taken out and replaced with the same quantity of water, even after taking the ratio will be same, and saying that it is replaced with water, so it will become 63, and it says that the ratio changes to 7:5. So saying that now the ratio is 7:5. 7 is common here. Say 2 becomes 5 means there is a 3 parts of a change. 3 parts of a change is nothing but due to 63. So one part value will be 21. So what is the answer we need to find? Find the quantity of water in the mixture after replacement. Asking about this 5 parts. So we need to find the 5 parts value. 5 into 21, which will be 105. Option C is our answer. Next question, fourth one. Question says that the ratio of the lengths of two trains A and B is in the ratio of 4:3, and the ratio of the time taken by them to cross a pole is 8:9 respectively. If the speed of the train B is 120 kilometers per hour, find the speed of train A. So we have lengths here, and here we have time also. So lengths by time, which will be speed. So 4 divided by 8 is to 3 divided by 9 is the speed ratio. So what we have is the speed ratio 4 divided by 8, which will be half, is 2. This will be 1 by 3. So what we have, the ratio of speed will be 3:2. And it is said that the train B speed is 120 kilometers per hour. So 2 parts value is 120 means 3 parts value will be 180. Now the question asked is about find the speed of a train A. So we got the speed of train A, which is 180 kilometers per hour. Option B is our answer. Okay. Now we are moving to question number 5. Question number 5 says that A is 25% more. 25% more means 1/4 more, means 5 by 4. So A is 5 and B is 4, and it says that 16.66 less than that of C. Here and represents to initial one, efficiency of A. So 16.66% less means 1 by 6 less. 1 by 6 less means 5 by 6. So A and C, it is talking about A and C. A 5 means C becomes 6. So A is 5. So C, which will be 6. So these are the efficiencies. Now it says that they started work together, but A left after 4 days. So all together worked for 4 days is compulsory. 5 plus 4 plus 6, which will be 15 units. 15 units worked for 4 days. So totally 60 units is completed. Next, and the rest of the work was completed by B and C together in 5 days. So B and C together we have 10 units, 10 5 days. 10 5 times, which will be 50 units. So totally 110 units is completed by all of them according to the question. So now the question says that find the total time that A would to take to complete the whole work alone. So A efficiency is 5 units. So with 5 units efficiency, A will complete the whole work in 22 days. 22 5 times will be 110. So 22 days. Option B is our answer. Next question, question number 6. Here it says that A started a business with initial investment of 20,000, and after 3 months B joined him with an investment of 15,000. Okay, and after another 6 months C joined with an investment of 25,000. Okay, so after a year the profit is given, talking about profits. So it must be 12 months. After 3 months means he worked for 9 months. After furthermore 6 months means he only worked for 3 months. 000 cancels. 5 4 times, 5 3 times, 5 5 times, 3 3 and 3 4 times. So what we have, the ratio is for 4 times 16, here 9, and here we left with the 5. Now it says that if the profit earned by A after 1 year is 4800, talking about a 16 parts value will be 4800. Now find the profit earned by B and C together, talking about sum of these two, which will be 14 parts. We need to find the 14 parts value. 16 parts value is 4800 means 16 300 times. So 14 parts value will be 14 into 300 times, which will be 4200 is our answer. Option C is the answer for this one. Next question. Ratio of the monthly salaries of Rakesh and Mahesh is 10:11. Rakesh and Mahesh salary is 10:11, and if both of them saves 20,000 per month, so after expenditure they saves 20,000 each. Okay, if the ratio of their expenditures is 6:7, so it is 6:7. So let's say example take this as x and these are y. So 10x minus 6y, we have 20,000. 11x minus 7y, we have 20,000. So after solving those, it is very clear that here the difference between these two is 1, and there is also difference between these two is 1, and both are increasing one part. So x equals to y is here. So then what we have is salaries 10 and 11, and expenditure is 6 parts and 7 parts. So here the difference between these two is 4 parts. 4 parts value is nothing but 20,000. Here also 4 parts. 4 parts value is nothing but 20,000. So 4 parts 20,000 means 1 part value will be 5,000. Now the question asked is find the Rakesh annual salary. Here initially we taken about monthly salary. So monthly salary of Rakesh, which is 10 parts. 10 parts value means 1 part value we got 5,000. 10 parts value will be 50,000. This is for monthly. What if for annual? For annual we need to multiply it with 12 5 times, which will be 60. So answer will be option C, 6 lakh is our answer. Okay. Next question. If the radius of the cone is increased by 10 percentage, so initially radius is r, now the radius becomes 1 by 10 r, and if height is reduced by 20 percentage, height reduced, initially height is h, and now height becomes reduced 20 percentage means 4/5 of h. Okay, and we need to find the percentage change in the volume of the cone. So 1 by 3 pi r square h is the initial volume. Now we got here we got the volume will be 1 by 3 pi r square. R square value will be 121 divided by 100 r square, and h value is 4 by 5 h. 4 by 5 h. So this is the second volume because of the changes increased and decreased. So we need to find the total change, how much percentage change. So to find the percentage change we need to find the difference between these two. Difference between these two we have, this is common in here also, 1 by 3 pi and r square and h also. So taking that common, we left with, here we have only 1 minus, here we have 121 divided by 100 into 4 divided by 5. So this is the actual change. Actual change. To find the percentage we need to multiply it with 100. So what we have is 4 25 times 25 5 times, which will be 125. 125 minus 121, which will be 4 by, so totally we have 100 into 4 divided by 125, 25 125. So this will be 4 times and this is 5 times. 4 into 4, which will be 16. 16 divided by 5, which will be 3.2, and 3.2 percentage. Is it decreased or increased? Here we got after minus, doing minus, so it is reduced, decreased. 3.2 is our answer. If anyone have other type of method, please inform me. Next question. Here we see there are 12 blue balls and 9 black balls, blue and black. If 2 balls are drawn at random, find the probability that balls are black in color. So 2 balls are drawn at random, so and it must be black, both are black, means from 9 we need to find 2 blacks. So the value will be 9 into 8 divided by 2, 1 into 2. But out of 12 plus 9, which will be 21 balls. From 21 balls we are taking 2 balls. So 21 into 20 divided by 2. Here we have 2 in the denominator for this one, and here the 2 in the denominator for this one cancels. So what we have, 9 8 times divided by 21 into 20. 4 2 times, 4 5 times, 3 3 times 3, 7 times will be 21. So what we left is 3 2 times, which will be 6, 7 5 times, which will be 35. So what we got is 6 by 35. Option A is our answer. Next question. A boat can travel 280 kilometers downstream in 20 hours. Downstream 20 hours, 280 kilometers. So downstream means m plus s. 280 divided by 20, which will be 140, 14 is the speed. M plus s value equals to 14. If it can travel 300 kilometers distance upstream in 30 hours, saying that m minus s will be 300 divided by 30, which is 10. So from this we can find the value of m, which will be sum of these two divided by 2, which will be 24 divided by 2, 12, and s value will be 2. Okay, so we got m and s values. Now the question says that if the time taken by the same boat to cover 400 kilometers, so 400 kilometers upstream, means m minus s. We have m value and s value, but here it says that s value is 4 kilometers per hour. So m value is 12. 12 minus 4, which will be 12 minus 4, which will be 8. So 400 divided by 8, 850 is our answer. 50 minutes, 50 hours. Option C is our answer. Okay, by this we have completed total 10 arithmetic questions also. Now we are going to deal with the data interpretation. Here the data given about the bar chart says that percentage of total students, and the line graph says that percentage of females. Here in directions it is given that the total number of students in all the 5 classes together is 2500. So here the total in bar graph says that 2500, and it is distributed in percentages. Here we have 15 percentage plus 2 percentage, which will be 17 percentage. 17 percentage of 2500, the value will be 425. So 425 is the total here. Total means males plus females. Okay, next one. Here it is 18 percentage. It is 17 percentage and it is 18 percentage. 1 percentage value is 25. Here 17 percentage value we got 425, means this is 450. 18 percentage. 15 percentage. 15 percentage of 2500, which will be 375. 375. 20 percentage of 2500, which will be 500. 30% of 2500, which will be 750. So these are the totals. Okay, now we need to find the female percentages. Here female in 8th class is 20%. Out of 425, 20% are females. 20% of 425, which will be 42.5 into 2 times. We got 84 plus 1, 85. Okay, 85 are females. Then number of males we left is 425 minus 85. We got 340 are males. Okay, next one, in class 9, 60% are females. 60% is of 450. 60% is of 450, which will be 270. So this is 270. So 450 minus 270, number of males will be 180. Okay, next one. Here we see 80%. Instead of 80%, we calculate 20% of this one. 20% will be 75. So 80% value will be subtracting 75 from that one. We get 300. So value here is 300. So 375 and 300, subtracting these two, number of males is 75. Next one. Here we have 40% of 500, which will be 200. If it is 200, then here the males are 300. Next one. We need to find 30% of 750, which will be 225. So if it is 225, then number of males we have is 25 and 525. So this is the data we have interpreted from this data interpretation. Now we need to make this into a table. Okay, so we are going to make this into a table. So this is the table what we got. Let's see the questions that are asked for the data interpretation. So here is the questions. Find out the total male population in 10, 11 and 12. In 10, 11 and 12, the male population is 75 plus 300 plus 525. So we have 8 plus 1, 900. So answer will be option B. Okay. Next, second question. The male population in 10th and 11th. Male population in 10th and 11th together is 375. Or what percentage of the total number of students in 11? Total number of students in 11 is 500. So asking about what percentage. So double zeros are cancelled here. So we have 5. 7 times will be 35 and 5 times. So it is 75%. Option C is our answer. Next, third question. Find the average number of female population considering all the given classes together. So average number of females we need to see. So 85 plus 270 plus 300 plus 200 plus 225. So total we have 10, 18. So 6 plus 4, 10, 1080. Total how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divided by 5. So 216 is the average. So 216, option C is our answer. Okay. Next, fourth question. The male population of 8th and 9th, 340 plus 180 together we got 520. Or approximately what percentage of the total students in 8 and 9 together? Total students in 8 and 9 together means 425 plus 450. Total will be 578. you need to find the approximate value for this one. So 25 4 times 25, 3 times will be 75. 125 means 5 times. Okay, 5 7 times, 5 2 times. So what we left is 8 2 times 16, 8 5 times 40, 416 divided by 7. 7 5 times will be 35 and 66. 7 9 times 63. So our answer will be 59%. It is asked about approximately. So answer is option A, 59%. Okay. Next question, fifth question. In the final question, find the ratio of the total male population in 9 12 together. 9 and 12 male. 9 male is 180 and 12 male is 525. Sum of these two, 705. To the female population in 9 and 12. Okay, female in 9 and 12. Asking about ratio. Female in 9, which is 270 and 12 is 225. 5 9 4. So 5 14 times will be 70 and 1 times 5 9 times 45 and 9 times. So we got a 141 is to 99. So we can eliminate this with 333 times 3, 4 times 12 and 7 times. So we got a 47 is to 33. Option C is our answer. By this we have totally completed 10 simplification questions, 5 quadratic equation questions, 5 missing number series questions, and 10 arithmetic questions, and 5 data interpretation questions. Totally 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 10, 30, 35. Totally we have attempted 35 questions, which are mostly expected questions in IBPS or RRB PO or Clerk. Okay, thanks for watching. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe, and click on the bell icon to get instant notification about my videos. Thanks for watching.